Hi everyone, welcome back to Caravan SandWitch. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go do the study assistant. We need to go this way. And then after that, I think we'll just wander for a little bit. Check out some of the underground areas. The objective for the next section isn't quite as clear to me as the first section was. So maybe I'll just wander around and explore and it'll become more obvious. Okay, here we are. Hey. Saj, my favorite assistant. How did you get up there? It took time to climb up here, but it's got a nice view of these capsules. Look at that, Saj. These are capsules coming from containers in the docks. But they look empty. That's because they've never been used. However, I feel like the ruin right next to them is the key we're looking for. So I guess I'll need to explore every nook and cranny to look for the archives. You're smart. I'm sure you'll go far, Saj. If we find the information I need, you'll be free from your duty, Saj. And we'll have a big party to celebrate the end of my studies. A party? Did you really think we would finish this and just part with a simple goodbye? For a young Renato such as I, an achievement like this one is a rite of passage. Anyway, let's talk about this later. You should find the Aqueduct archives first. Alright. Do I need the band for anything here? Oh, right, I still haven't pulled this thing apart. Energy cable. There's nothing out here. Alright, maybe I need to get up from there. Lookout spot. Oh, there's another component down there. Aqueduct Archives. Ah. Okay. Same model as Garance's spaceship. Okay. Here are the archives. I hope that's the last of them. When I think I almost recruited Olivier in the first place. I'm so glad you came back. Savage, we made it. What was the purpose of the aqueduct in your opinion? Receptacle relays? It is indeed mentioned in the archives. But that would mean it has nothing to do with our studies. It seems that this aqueduct actually had two purposes. The first was to be the main operational center of the region. This way, engineers could monitor docks like Labotech as well as all their robots. But the second function is more interesting. It seems like the aqueduct is the entrance of a tunnel leading to the Tarrasque. I guess it's collapsed since then, but do you realize what that would mean? Capsules were going through this tunnel? Exactly. Mines were sending resources to Labotech in order to build Helios modules. Docks would receive the capsule's parts that would later be wrapped around Helios's modules. Capsules would go to the aqueduct before being sent to the Tarrasque. Satellite was there to make sure the Tarrasque had the right coordinates for launch. In the Tarrasque, once loaded, it would launch capsules right into the sun. This was the most important machine to the consortium. Do you think that's the reason they left after the incident? The last reports show it would cost a fortune to have the machine repaired. It seems like the production line stopped being profitable enough. Oh, and it's also written that there were almost no facilities around the Tarrasque because of its magnetic strength. It seems like the other parts of the planet were way more industrial than this one. It gives me the creeps. All of that, just for this. For the Helios project. For billions of modules in orbit around the sun. For boundless energy, supplying and supporting Space City's lifestyle. Drying out and eroding planets and leaving when it's not profitable for them anymore. That's how it is, Saj. I will never forgive the consortium, just like all of the other Rhinatos. But we have to move on. Anyway, my studies are now ready, and I have a party to set up. You have your head screwed on right. Always, Saj. Rhinatos can detect magnetic poles. Meet me at the cave so we can party. Sure. I'm down for a cave party. Rana, Fuskus, I'm done with my studies. That's what you were doing this whole time? I don't think I can get there from here. I think we need to go down. Yeah. Which way is the cave? This way. Ah, yes, this way. Really? Saj, you came. We were waiting for you. Thank you for waiting. Come on, I wouldn't have been able to finish my studies if it weren't for you. I owe you everything, Saj. Let's go, it's time to party. Hyla, you didn't even tell us you would go out on an expedition. We got scared knowing you were out this whole time. But Hyla did a great job. Exactly, we're proud of you. Your work will be very useful for our new beginning. So you're not mad at Hyla? Mad at Hyla? They're free to do whatever they want. More than anyone else, Hyla has the right to say anything about what our community is supposed to do. Unlike humans, young Rhinatos are born with their ancestors' knowledge. Young people are the ones making our kind progress. And what progress it is. We know way more about the outside world than before. Just like all the other Rhinotos before you, you accomplished your first achievement. You grew up with the mycelium, you've read it in its entirety. It's now time for you to add your contribution. Here's your instrument, Hyla. Every Rhinato owns an instrument to talk to the mycelium and write information in it. I've worked on it since you were a Tito in anticipation for this very day. This guitar is beautiful, Fuscus. But know that this instrument is not an easy one. You will need to practice for a while. I will. And once I'm ready, I'll write my studies in the mycelium. Congratulations, Hyla. It was a pleasure helping you. Wait, Saj, don't think we forgot your contribution. Hyla told us you worked very hard to find the archives they needed. There is a copy of Hyla's guitar, but no Tito is big enough to use it yet. I'd like you to have it. Right. I don't know how to play it, but I guess it's not too late to learn. I don't know what to say. Thank you. No, thank you. Anyway, my eyes are starting to get wet. I have an instrument to learn and studies to write down. All right. Yeah, you're gonna practice your guitar thing. Saj, did you see my guitar? It's beautiful, but isn't it too big for you? A bit, yeah, but that's normal. Rhinatos keep growing their whole life. Sure, explain the life cycle. In 80 years, I'll be as big as Fuscus. Fuscus is 80 years old? Of course, unlike humans, Rhinatos don't die of old age. But I thought Rhinatos were buried in the desert. Yes, in our culture, the end of our life is a celebration. Those Rhinatos reached an age where they were starting to be a burden on the community. We can all decide when we want to go, and our tombs are used as knots in the mycelium network. The mycelium spreads on your remains? Yes and no at the same time. A buried Rhinato is not really dead. They become mycelium. There are also some Rhinatos that decide to stay among us. Grappopo never did their ritual. After the consortium's arrival, the mycelium was almost entirely destroyed. The knowledge of millions of Rhinato generations got lost. Grappopo decided to stay with us to share their memory and rewrite a new mycelium. That's why we are going to bury ourselves in the desert. We want to spread our network. Are there other Rhinatos communities? According to the nomads, there are a lot, but they are facing the same problems as us. One day, we'll connect to other networks, and we'll be able to say Sagala was our planet again. Grapapo engraved a few of their visions of the world in their childhood onto our mycelium. The planet was really humid. It was a huge swamp. Our civilization was all over the planet, and we lived outside. We had cities, transportation, billions of people. The consortium hadn't found the right soil for their work. It seems like there's no convenient place for their machines. They dried up the whole surface. The sand of this desert is made of the ruins of our world. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, Saj. We know all humans are not as terrible as that. But we're still here. I can't wait to give my body to the mycelium and to help recreate our world. Your strength is truly inspiring. It's important not to give up. By the way, good luck to you in finding your sister. I'm not sure what kind of stuff I'm supposed to bring you. What are you doing with that instrument? The same thing I've been doing since 20 years ago. I'm making sure the mycelium stays in good shape. Every day? The mycelium has become weak. The consortium has severed it in many places. And pollutants in the soil are damaging it. The mycelium is not what it used to be. It needs to be taken care of at all times. I'm fixing the most damaged parts and rewriting lost information. So you're kind of a technician? Yes, you could say that. I'm keeping it stable. Anyway, how's your investigation going? I found an odd item while exploring. Let me have a look. Saj, let me introduce you to our investigation tool. A scarecrow? No, it's a mannequin. Oh, I need to bring the clothing pieces from the SandWitch. We have to build a portrait of our suspect. Every time you find an item linked to the suspect, we can try to better understand how they act. I admit, I wasn't thinking of this kind of investigation. Trust me, Saj, investigating is my forte. My first achievement as a young Reneto was solving a big mystery. But I'll tell you about it later. So, what have you found? Found something that looks like a hat. A hat? That thing? I think you're totally wrong. I'd say it's probably kind of a shell or a shield to put on your back. Look at those two strings hanging. We assume they're made for keeping it on your torso. I really think it's a hat. You really don't want to change your mind? Well, we'll see how it ends up. Here you go. Do you have anything else? Found something that looks like a scarf. I don't think that's what this piece of cloth is for. It's hot outside, and weird nomads often wander around the desert. I think it's probably a turban to cover their head. It really looks like a scarf, though. I didn't know humans could be this stubborn. Very well, let's try it this way. Wonderful. Do you have anything else? A remote detonator. A detonator to make an explosive device blow up? Well, our suspect can't be that barbaric. It seems to be a remote communication device to put in the ear. There's no speaker. It's a detonator. Young humans just love violence. They always want to blow things up. So, what do we have here? Not bad, right? Do you have anything else? A bomb? Yes, or so you might think at first glance. But there's actually a better chance that this is a portable magnetic shield. Put it on your chest and nothing can harm you. Come on, it's a bomb. You seem so determined that I have no choice but to believe you. Let's be careful then. Let's try it this way. Ta-da! Do you have anything else? Camera? That's what they want us to think. It would be too obvious. I think it's a weapon, so let's be careful when handling it. It's just a camera on a tripod. Well, it's your call if you want to get fooled. I'll add it to the mannequin. Wonderful. It fits the descriptions. I've heard of them perfectly. Yes, it looks exactly like the person that seems to be following me. Your curiosity has gone way too far. What? You again, witch. Renetos, I thought we had an agreement. An agreement? You have to respect your part of the agreement. What is happening here? We can hear screaming from the other side of the cave. A witch! Fuscus! A witch? In our cave? And what do you have there? Is this what you were plotting all this time? It really looks like a real one. Did you get scared because of this scarecrow? It's not a scarecrow, it's a mannequin. We're trying to figure out who activated signal jammers. Fuscus, there was an actual witch here, a real one. They told us Renetos don't respect their part of an agreement. I get why they did that if you started to look into them. The best thing would be to stop investigating. Were you aware of this, Fuscus? It was when you were still at Tito, Rana. At that time, we had just settled into the cave and the mining was in full swing. One day, a drill passed a few meters away from us. Right after that, I met the SandWitches for the first time. Why didn't you tell me? Because their organization must be kept a secret. They wanted to protect our kind from the devastation theirs is causing. I helped them a bit at the time. I was young and fiery. I was rebellious. I sabotaged things here and there. We destroyed all the drills in the area together. And finally, they did their ultimate strike with Tarask. What? The SandWitches are behind the Tarask incident? Yes, Saj. It resulted in many victims. It was a dark day. Before disappearing, they made us swear to never look for them. Renetos back in the day wished to keep it secret. We didn't even write it in the mycelium. And here I am today, telling you everything. It weighed heavy on my soul. I won't say anything about the part Renetos played in all that, Fuscus. I have to say, I'm confused. I think we had better forget everything that just happened and go back to what we were doing before. It's not good to focus on the past. That's like... it's not good to focus on the past. It's like your species' entire thing. Well, what a business. At least we can say our investigation was a success. But I fear those SandWitches. Fuscus says they've helped us in the past. Perhaps they don't always have bad intentions? You haven't told me about the investigation you did in your childhood. It was nothing compared to the one we just did. One day, we found Fuscus' instrument all broken. It was made by another Reneto who's gone now. Fuscus was devastated, so I decided to investigate it. And after talking to them for a while, I found out Fuscus had just sat on it. They were afraid of hurting the person who had made the instrument, so they decided to hide the truth. Wow, that's a good story. Anyway, I have to go. Today was a lot. Indeed. See you, Saj. Okay, well, apparently that's done. To the witch, if you're stalking us on Toaster, please know we won't look any further. Fuscus told us everything. Perfect. Okay. Alright. So, we need to go underground and find... Hey, little Tito. Have you decided how high you want to dive? To dive? Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. I decided to try beating the record of the biggest mushroom ever eaten. Well, you know, I guess it's good to have goals. Okay, so I'm gonna go check out some of the undergrounds. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that before turning in the parts or not, but I'm gonna do it first. Turning in the parts will probably progress time, and I don't know if I want to progress time yet. And I kind of want to just drive off this cliff, but I keep getting like stuck when I do that, so... Alright, let's look at the map and see where I want to go. I'll try this one first, actually. I'll check out this point of interest on the way, which means I need to go back the other way. Also, when driving a real car, I never, like, get to the point where, like, there's, like, trees between me and, like, the windshield or whatever. I also don't drive my car off of cliffs, so maybe that's the big difference. Don't drive your car off of cliffs, kids. Okay, you know, like this one. That's fine. Yep. See, no problem. There. Oh, interesting. Okay. If we're to believe what the Helios project promises, then soon there'll be no need for wind turbines. But even so, would they connect Sigalo to the network? Probably not. Uh-huh. I think I can jump this far. Yeah. Ah. Am I supposed to get to it from up top? see if I can go to the garage and teleport here. I don't know. Ah. Oh, yes. It was 6 years ago. Wait, what? I knew I'd seen your face before. Have you seen my sister 6 years ago? Oh, probably. We talked for a little bit. Wow, that's great. What was she doing here? You know, I've lost many fragments of my memory. But she was looking for receptacles to get in contact with the Tarask. But why? I would really like to help you, but my memory... Would it help if I transferred you to my server and brought you to the refuge? The refuge? Why not? Let's do that. One robot consciousness. Okay, now we're gonna turn around. That was it, I guess. Well, I guess I'll turn this robot in, and then maybe there was more the other way. Don't forget to obtain your reward of components. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't, like, try to look around while I'm also driving. Okay. So that is it there as well. Okay. Interesting. Just gonna remove that for now. We'll deal with it later. Okay, check out the other one. Ah. This goes here. We're not even underground. Just goes to the aqueduct. Okay. So I think that the ones that we did, I want to say we came out here and went in at the refuge. So I guess we can go check out this Lavabotech one. See if we can get in from the outside. Alright, let's try that zip line from a little farther away. Here we go. I don't want to be down here yet. If there's a little robo, I wonder. Wow, where does that lead to? Yeah. It's like, no, you can't go there. We'll never find out. All right, I need to grapple hook that thing, probably. No. It needs power. Okay, I'm gonna check out over here because I don't think I've really looked around over here yet. Alright, maybe that's what I need the component for. So... go ahead and make that. Here are the plans for the energy cable. Neffley wrote to power old devices with the van. It will take several days to make the tool. Yeah. Transformer relay, the grapple hook, redirect the van battery via the cable. Finally, we make this last tool. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but at least we'll be able to find the last fragments now. Yeah, we're getting close to finding Garan's. We'll finally understand what happened. Alright, let's try this energy cable. Saj, are you ready to make the ultimate sacrifice in the name of science? Oh, because your motorized pulley wasn't dangerous enough? This time, it's different. You're making me scared. We will install a cable on the van that will make you able to redirect the energy of its battery. In other words, you will be able to use your van as a source of energy and power defective systems. You're amazing. Let's see if everything works first. I'll pretend not to be scared at all. I see. So it's only powered while it's connected. Oh, and I can zipline. That seems like a terrible idea. That seems like a really dangerous idea. I don't think that we should be ziplining on power cables. Cool. With this energy cable, you should be able to access the last fragments. Alright, I'll go back to the aqueduct to activate the last relays. And please, never give up. I will do something about the SandWitch. Thank you, Neffley. Garance was everything to me. I will never let anything happen to you. Alrighty. Well, sure. We'll end up finding the right fragment eventually. Okay. Automatic reminder service expires now. You will receive the bill in the near future. Okay. Okay, so the next one that I wanted to do was Babotech. Alright, so I'm going to take a break there, and then next time we'll go back to the Labotech underground and use that pulley thing and get in there and see what's going on. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.